Hello everybody, I am here to review the results of WWE's show NXT. The opening segment featured obifemi, the NXT champion, and jaspertroy, the winner of LFG. We get the usual montage of talent arriving at the arena, but it's interrupted when jaspertroy attacks obifemi in the parking lot and slams him into the windshield of a car. The first match is for the WWE NXT North American Championship. We have All Ego ethanpaige versus Shawn Legacy. This was a back and forth contest. Shawn hit a Mexico driver and got a 2 3/4, but ethanpaige kicked out. ethanpaige ended up winning by pinfall with the twisted grin in a phenomenal match, and ethanpaige is still the NXT North American champion. After ethanpaige retained his NXT North American championship, rickysaints came in and attacked ethanpaige, declaring he wants to be next to get his hands on ethanpaige. Next, we get a video package of the brand new superstar to NXT, Blake Monroe, formerly known as Mariah May. Welcome to NXT and WWE. Next we had Josh Briggs and Inamura versus the Culling, Niko, Vance, and Shawn Spears. A big boot and a rock bottom got hit on Vance in the match. Josh goes up top. Inamura takes Shawn out on the floor with a spear, but the delay is enough for Niko to crush Briggs. The Culling win by pinfall with a dominator from Niko Vance on to Josh Briggs. And your winners, Niko Vance and Shawn Spears, the Culling. Next, we have Lash Legend versus Wren Sinclair with Kalani Jordan on commentary. The finish came like this. Sinclair throws Lash Legend back into the ring and climbs up the top rope. She went for a perching, diving crossbody, but got caught and countered into a sidewalk slam by Lash Legend for the 1, 2, 3. And your winner of the match is Lash Legend. Next, Jayne puts her women's NXT championship on the line against Reid. Lainey had a huge comeback in this match, hitting a side Russian leg sweep, stomping the hands, and a corkscrew brainbuster. 1, 2, 2 3/4 kick out. Jayne gets a tiaras, charges in, re-blasts her with a knee, and still no. O'Connor roll for a 2. Lainey up the top rope, but Fallon Henry runs interference and Jacy lines her up. Jacy Jayne wins by pinfall with a rolling elbow. 1, 2, 3, and still your NXT Women's Champion, Jacy Jayne. Ava Raine appears on the balcony to tell Jacy Jayne that she's going to decide her next opponent with a 2-round, 8-person women tournament to challenge her at the WWE Women's Pay-Per-View Evolution. Next, we go backstage. AJ Francis and Casey Navarro introduced themselves to Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura. Francis says they are here to take over NXT and win the NXT Tag Team titles off of Hank Walker and Tank Ledger. So they're here sending a message for a claim at the NXT Tag Team titles. Next we have the D'Angelo family. Luca and Tony D'Angelo versus the Ryze, Tyriek and Tyson DuPont. Tony ends up hitting belly-to-belly suplexes, whips Tyriek across into a spinebuster. Shannon Stacks Lorenzo appears out of nowhere with a crowbar to try to interfere, but Tony gets the better of him. Luca has the crowbar and then Don turns around full of accusations. That distraction caused them the match, as the Ryze end up winning with a double team spinebuster on Tony D'Angelo. Here's what's announced for next week on NXT. Blake Monroe makes it official by signing her NXT contract. Last Legend will go against Kalani Jordan. Jordan Grace will go against Lola Vice. Thea Hale will go against Jada Parker. Saraya versus Izzy Dom and Trick Williams. AJ Francis and Casey Navarro versus Elijah, Josh Briggs, and Yoshiki Inamura. That is what's in store for NXT next week. And now we have the main event of the evening. We have Obifemi versus jaspertroy for the WWE NXT Championship. We have Troy starting off the match, picking Femi up out of the gates with a world's strongest slam, and then a senton for a 1-2 kick out for a near fall. Right hands are scooping Oba up. He slips out and slams Jasper to the mat. Right hands, arm wringer, shoulder block. Troy gozzles him up, but Femi fires back with heavy hands. Action to the floor, a big haymaker from the champion, but Jasper is unmoved and freight trains him. Back inside, a hard whip in the ring shudders under Femi's weight. Another heavy whip in the middle turnbuckle breaks and explodes, cleaning off the ring post as we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Femi pulls Troy out to the apron. Right hands counter, Jasper back. Suplexes the champion into the apron. Back inside, Troy with a big splash. 1, 2, kick out. Obi lands a straight suplex, fired up. Big exploder suplex. Charging corner uppercut, but Troy returns the favor. Femi lands a big spine buster. 1, 2, kick out. Still no. Troy lands a big choke slam, but still Obi kicks out. Femi tosses him around. Off the ropes. Jasper lands a boss man slam, but he's too slow to capitalize. One arm pin, not enough. Knees up, cactus clothesline. Obi throws him through the barricade. Back inside, Troy kicks out from the first fall of grace at the last fraction of a second, but he's just wore out. Obifemi picks him up for a second fall from grace. 1, 2, 3, and your winner, and still the NXT champion, Obifemi. And what a phenomenal match that was. Very phenomenal. Obifemi showing that he is a dominant NXT champion, and Jasper Troy showing that LFG did not make a mistake by having him win the competition, and he is the future of NXT. But that's it for this video for NXT. Take care, everybody. I will see you soon. Peace.